All right, what's going on? I don't expect anyone to see this. This is more personally for me, but I'm just gonna be giving you guys a trade recap every day because I'm doing 75 hard. That's why the title is the Great Lock-in. I'm gonna be. This is my 75 hard. I'm gonna be gym basically every day. I already go to the gym. I don't eat enough protein though, so I'm gonna be doing 180 grams of protein meal prepping. 10K steps a day minimum. When I have my rest days, I'm going to up that to maybe 15, 20. YouTube videos every day, which I'm going to be doing. Most of them are going to be trade recaps, but since I'm going to be doing them every day on the weekends, maybe I'll do like a week in my life. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. Kind of just on the fly. No zins, no snus, whatever. And then following my trading rules and planning my day ahead of me. Just time management, basically. My goals for after the 75 hard are to get a payout, be 165 pounds pre-deploat and 160 post-deploat. Because after you eat so much food, you got a lot of sodium, water, whatever else you got in your body. And then I want to get 225 for 3 reps. I'm not the biggest guy, so I think I look decent now. And then this is a little bit of a journaling thing that Patty did because I'm in his Discord, but I'll go back to that later. So going over the trade today, it was a A+ day, honestly. Of course, it's not loading. Today was an A+ day. I mean, there was 3 beautiful trades. We had, let me go on to it really quick. All right, so coming into the morning, this is how I see my day. We see on the 4 hour, downtrend, on the 1 hour, we're also in a downtrend. It's more visible here. We are inside this 4 hour though, so you have to take in mind. But we also did inverse this 1 hour. Now scaling down to the 15 minute, we could get I was looking for a continuation short because we had an open 15 minute with being very close to this internal low in this 4 hour and also invalidating that 1 hour gap. And it was also relatively equal highs at this 5 minute and 15 minute. So coming into the morning, we had I was more neutral because I could see us going down into the 4 hour and then coming up hitting the 15 minute, or I could see us going into the 15 minute and going down into the 4 hour, which is what we got. So coming into the morning, New York AM immediately manipulated up into this 15 minute. Then a lot of people took this trade actually. Some people took the 30-second gap. Personally, I'm a bit too scared. I like to be very mechanical. 30-second gets inversed here. Could have taken this trade down to this low here for like a 1 to 1.5. Beautiful trade. A+, 1.7 even. Oh no, that's the wrong low. Right here. Unless you go for this 4 hour. Take the low hanging fruit. I personally waited for the 2 minute close, which we did actually end up getting without taking out the bottom. That's what I was kind of scared of right here. We ended up getting this 2 minute close right there. I entered right here, which you might think this is a huge stop loss. Like even at the 4 hour, you're only at 1.5 negative R. So that would have just been my break even point, which was my break even point, and then full TP at this 1-to-1, which we ended up absolutely flushing through. 1, 2, 3 minutes, flushing it. Sadly, I was an idiot and I took this on my wrong eval. The eval that I was basically almost blown, which I gave up on that one. And I was the one that I was taking seriously, which I meant to take this on. I didn't take it on because I was too busy eating food. Because I've been trying to be locked in on the gym and my diet. But then I took a 5 minute cont, which we got right after. Right here, we tap into this 5 minute. We got a 30-second inverse and also a 1 minute change in the state. 30-second inverse you could have entered right here at this low. I took the 1 minute changing the state right here, which I ended up getting break even, which is all right. I went break even right here, immediately smacked my break even point, but it's okay. Then there was also this 5 minute long, which I took right there, targeting this 15 minute, but we had a SMT. So I went break even right here, got my break even. If you did end up holding, Patty said, if you had the conviction, if you held, you would have gotten full TP. Personally, we had an SMT at the 15 minute. I wasn't risking it. We had strong rejection off of it. That was where I ended the day. Now, going into a little bit of journaling. Patty asked today why I am doing what I do. What's my why? Is it time freedom, money, creative? For him, it was funding creative projects, being the creator of his own life. You don't want to be stuck. And I honestly really agree with that. Being the creator and being able to customize my life like the video game sounds amazing to me. Live in the house you want to live in, live the perfect life. If you don't have the money to live where you want to live, do what you want to do, have someone not breathe down your back every second of the day, how are you going to live? So trading kind of gives you that time freedom, money freedom, the financial freedom, location freedom. For me, my why was to be independent, which is similar. Not have anything holding me down. Being able to live how I want to live, for who I want to live for who I want to live, and live how I want to live. If that made any sense. I want to be able to help people, especially the people around me, and help myself. I want to be able to wake up in the morning, trade, go to the gym, enjoy my day instead of being stuck, and being able to help others. Something as simple as going out to a restaurant and saying like, "Hey, I'll just pay for this bill." Like, don't even stress. It's just little things like that make life so much better, in my opinion. Even just being able to do something bigger than just take yourself out for lunch or take a friend out for lunch without having to think, oh, where is this money going to come from? You're financially free. Being able to go out. Being able to treat yourself and treat others. Treat them to a meal. Treat your wife, your girlfriend, whoever you want. And treat yourself. Maybe take yourself out somewhere on a vacation when you need to de-stress. You won't be able to do that with a 9 to 5, so that's why I'm doing this. And that's basically my why. Independence. I want to be my own person. That's going to be why I want to do the 75 hard. And just to prove myself that I can really make some improvement. Because I feel a little bit stuck recently. So maybe this hard discipline and this lock-in is needed. If I'm journaling everything, then I'm able to keep myself accountable. Thank you for whoever is watching this. Maybe, just maybe, I'll have one viewer by the end of the 75 days that's viewing it other than Sophia and Cole. Shout out to them, other than Cole laughing at me when I showed him the thumbnail. That's why you're my henchman. But other than that, I will see whoever's watching this, my beautiful audience, tomorrow. Bye-bye. I don't know. I thought that was cool.